we are a country with natural resources in minerals, but we have not managed our mineral resources well. If we want to manage it well, we have to have a very, very detailed and comprehensive discussion, okay, and pick on what really will be of benefit to us. At the same time, does not drive away investment. Because if we drive away investment based on our own actions, yet we can't invest in bringing out the resources, we are gaining nothing.
True.
Because where they are, the question, how did we bring in foreigners? We allow foreigners to come because we believe and we have admitted as a country that we are incapable of making the kind of investment that is needed in order to get the resources out. You understand it? We don't want to invest in exploration because you may invest $200 million in exploration, and when you are done, you said the report says that it is not commercially viable. It means that $200 million is gone. So government doesn't want to do it.
Yeah.
And government say private people should do it so that when they don't find commercial minerals, it means that they are at a loss. And we don't do all these things. But when the revenue is coming in, that is where we are only interested in. There are several proposals that have come. IEA, for example, will tell you that forget about everything. Let's do a production sharing agreement. That let's Ghana and whichever company you are bringing in invest equally into all the processes from the exploration, production, and everything. And then when you get it and you take out all the expenses, what is left, then we share.
Right.
That is what the IEA says. Others have suggested that we should use our minerals, the concession, as equity in the businesses. Normally, the law now says, current law is that we have 10% current interest in every mining concession. Truth of the matter is that, see, something that we have not spoken about and we have all not really questioned for all this while is that we have no transparent way of tracking how revenue that mining companies pay to the government of Ghana is used. You see, meanwhile, they've been mining these minerals for decades before oil. But today, we can track any dollar that has been paid from all revenue to the government because there's a Petroleum Revenue Management Act that says that every dollar that is paid from oil, these are the established ways that the state can use the money.
Right.
So when we are tracing how oil money is used, we are able to say this amount went here, this amount went here. Unfortunately, for the mineral sector, we have not done that. So the minerals company, they've paid so much money to the government, and then nobody can trace that the money paid by the minerals sector to the government, this went here or this went there.
And then the recent reports of some 54.7 billion cedis.
That is just in 11 years. In fact, Ghana has the highest corporate tax in the mining sector of 35%. No country charges 35% as corporate tax for mining. So when you put all the payments they make to the state in 11 years, I did that story, it's over 54 billion.
Yeah.
The question is, if we pay 54 billion as a sector in the mining to government, can anybody, is there any transparent way of knowing how government use that money? So you see, it is not about what they have laid in parliament. What they've laid in parliament now is not going to guarantee, because still there's no transparent way of saying that with the sliding scale, when the money comes, how is it used? Do you understand? Right. And this is the reason why we've all concluded that mining is not contributing to our development. The reason we have concluded is because there's no transparent way of knowing what mining monies that are paid to government are used for. You see, in the 11 years, royalties alone was over 15 billion. Okay, corporate income tax over 30 billion. You ask if 11 years, companies in the mine are paid 15 billion to government in terms of royalties. Where did the money go? When the very communities where the mining takes place are in poor conditions, because per the laws of Ghana, the royalty that goes to the land where the thing is found actually goes to the landowner. So if it's a family land, the money goes only to the family. Unless it is two land, and then they say the land is owned by the whole community, then the money goes to the two. But if it's a family land or an individual's land, the money goes to that family only. So it doesn't benefit the whole community. So that arrangement itself is what we should be looking at. Why is it that the owner of the land or the family that owns the land takes all the percentage of royalties that is supposed to go to. But what about the entire community? Because once money comes there, cost of living goes up. The people's source of livelihood change. A lot of things happen to the people in the community. But then there is no guaranteed process to say, per this Revenue Management Act for the mineral sector, if the royalty that goes to the landowner is this percentage should actually be dedicated to community development.
Well, this LI has that 1% community development fund.
We should be talking about. Why 1%? Why 1%? That's the place where all the work is done. So why is it that we are dedicating only 1% to that development? So for me, as I said, let's have a bigger conversation. You see, for the oil we found it in the sea.
Yeah.
It is not in like any particular community. It's not offshore.
So it's not for
onshore. Yeah, it's not for it's not like onshore. It's offshore. It's in the sea. So then no particular community is like you understand it. But for gold and diamond, it is
in the land of something.
You understand? Yeah. So we should have a greater conversation, and then we'll come up and say, okay, it's not about whether sliding scale or not. Can we have a Minerals Revenue Management Act, just as we have a Petroleum Revenue Management Act, and say that now if revenues are paid to the states, whether it is income tax, whether it is royalties, it should go into a particular management strategy to say that, okay, if government has made, last year for instance, because of the rising scale of rising price of gold, government with the taxes and the royalties, government made 17 billion in 2024. The one thing is, why is the transparent way of tracking that this amount went here? So it is not. I think the government should take it. We should take it if we want to get it and get it right. This must go with a Revenue Management Act. You understand? So even if we are accepting this and we are going by this, let's add a Revenue Management Act. Now, if this has come, if 1% is going to, is it enough? I don't think it's enough. I think we can have maybe 5% going to the community. Let's do a better and a bigger work on this thing. Let's not rush and go and pass something.
Very well. Thank you. Let me take a quick break here. I'll come back to the gentlemen on the table, and then we'll take their thoughts on this sliding scale, if you like.